大家好，欢迎收看电影娱乐报，我是巧玲。漫威旗下天团星际异攻队第2集终于是正式回归了。延续上一集卖座冠军的剧情，主角星爵呢将和他的怪咖团队继续来展开超疯狂的太空冒险。不过这次电影不改以往的热血攻势，除了拯救银河系，也扩展5人之间的紧密连结，并借由带入星爵养父、新角色螳螂女和复仇回归的涅布拉等人进入小队，剧情也将更扣人心弦。精彩内容，先一起来欣赏幕后特辑吧。
The fate of the universe lies on your shoulders. Whatever you do, don't push this button. Now repeat back what I just said.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I'm Groot.
No!
So here we are, a thief, one thug, a green mean machine, a maniac, and an angry little tree.
Hold on.
So we're saving the galaxy again? Well, who else is gonna do it?
The Guardians cannot protect the galaxy from us.
Does anybody have any tape out there? I want to put some tape over the button.
Nobody has any tape.
That's a really bad sign.
I think everybody was at least a little bit surprised with just the amount of success that the first movie had. I know that in making the movie, we all thought we were doing something special, and it was a great script, and you just never know with projects that you're on, and this especially being an untested title and something that wasn't one of Marvel's quote-unquote first-tier superhero stories. You know, we were surprised.
When we hired James Gunn, who initially said, "What are you talking about?" and then drove home and thought about it more and tapped into his love of these kind of movies, his love of little animals, and his love of characters. And, you know, we met again, and he was 100% into it. And he sort of rebroke the script and did new outline, added a Walkman and some songs, and we knew we had something even more special than we were anticipating. And that the audience responded to that. And the film came out and was the success that it was great, right? Because that really proves the point of, you don't have to have ever read any of these comics. You don't have to even heard of any of these comics. If we deliver the movie, that's all that matters.
The Guardians must be destroyed.
Whoa! There must be some kind of peaceful resolution. Or even a violent one, where I'm standing over there.
I think I knew where I wanted to go before the first film was successful, because I came up with the basic structure of a plot during the shooting of Guardians Volume 1. I also knew a lot before I ever even started shooting, while I was writing the first screenplay, about the background of Peter Quill and Yondu and all of that. So I knew what the general shape of the sequel was going to be. I think the thing I didn't really know was, you know, was I going to tell the story of Peter Quill and his father as Volume 2, which I thought was the big reveal, or you know, maybe perhaps save it for a later time. And I decided, well, I think that's the best story I have at hand right now, so that's what I went with.
Just who do you think you are?
We're the frickin' Guardians of the Galaxy.
Takes us to a place where we meet the Guardians only a few months after the events of Guardians 1. They're trying to be a unified group that guards the galaxy, but they also like to get paid, and they also like to settle scores, and we meet them sort of in the midst of that. And we introduce some new villains, and more importantly, we introduce some new heroes. Most importantly, Mantis, who is an amazing new addition to the Guardians. Returning characters Yondu and Nebula play surprising new roles in the film. And just continuing to deepen the relationship between Peter Quill and Gamora, which we'll see more of, and also the further evolution of Rocket, who is not the nicest raccoon around, but who certainly has a begrudging loyalty to his team. And then we meet a new version of our beloved Groot, who is crawled out of the little pot that we saw him dancing in the first film, and now is about yay big, and is our new baby Groot for this film.
And action! Bam! Bam!
It's hard now looking back on what Star-Lord has become through the collaboration of James and myself working on it, and what it was to begin with. It's hard, it's hard to imagine the differences. But for me, what appealed to me the most about this character was just an opportunity to add my own personal brand of humor and into a character. And you know, this thing that I thought, there's something that I knew I could do that was unique to me, and I thought I had been dying for an opportunity to do that, and I thought it was going to be something in the world of an action hero and with comedy. And you know, after seeing myself in Zero Dark 30, I was forced to reimagine what I was capable of as an actor, because there was a certain physicality to that role that I had never had in any of my previous roles. And I saw that and I thought, you know, because you're constantly reevaluating how other people see you and by how you see yourself in your films. And I saw the Zero Dark 30 and I thought, I want to do something that's comedy, I want to do something that's physical, and I want to do something where I could bring my own special brand of humor to that. And when I met James and we had an audition, or I had my audition with him, I felt like this was going to be a comfortable space to do that. So that's what was so exciting to me, was that I could just do me, do the best version of my best stuff, and that would be okay with him, which was pretty cool.
I think when I was auditioning Star-Lord the first time around, I was looking for somebody who'd come in, do everything that was on the page, do it well, do it in a funny way, but also give that little something extra that made Peter Quill a little bit of a different character. And I think Chris came in and did that immediately. I think Chris is a very unique movie star in that he is a combination of being a big masculine guy, but also a very vulnerable guy. He has a vulnerability that, say, the classic movie stars sort of hint at, whether it's Humphrey Bogart or Gary Cooper, but that Chris really brings that to life on the screen. And I think that's what makes him a truly modern day movie star.
Types of beings in the universe. Those who dance and those who do not.
I get it, yes. I am a dancer, Gamora is not.
You just need to find a woman who is pathetic. Like you.
Thanks, buddy.
Do you need a hug?
No, I do not.
Oh, I thought I said no. You're welcome.
I think he likes her more than she likes him, for sure. But I don't think it's because he's not the one for her, according to her. I just don't think she's thought that far. Love for herself. Right now, she's trying to make amends with all the wrong that she's done. the last thing she feels that she's going to deserve is love, you know, from a partner. So Quill takes the position in her brain as just a family member.
It was a real treat. Just no drama. She came totally prepared and ready to rock and roll every day, and she did a great job. And you know, she brings a certain sleek, sexy sassiness to this character that really no one else could. And so it's hard to imagine anyone else ever playing that role.
Peter Quill is very clearly in love with Gamora, and it is unknown whether those feelings are returned or not. I think she has mixed feelings on this subject. She knows that Peter Quill is basically a good person, but in the past he has not been a good lover in any way. He has not been a good significant other to women. He's a scoundrel, and I think she sees that. I think she knows that, and I think that she is not really looking for that type of love in her life. I think she's looking for family very much, and I think she's found that with the Guardians. And like in the first movie, Gamora is in some ways the most elevated of the characters in the film, because in the first film she knew from the beginning that she was out to stop Ronin and stop people from dying. That was why she did what she did. I think in the second movie she knows that they're a family and she knows that that's something important to them, but she also has certain ways she keeps people at bay, and that she keeps Peter at bay, and there is this sort of nastiness to her at times, a cuttingness. And I think this is something that throughout the film Gamora comes to terms with, not really through her relationship with Peter Quill, but through her relationship with her sister, who in the first movie we saw Nebula and Gamora had a difficult time with each other, and a strange sisterly relationship.
I feel that if I can describe Gamora's like arc in Guardians 1, it would have to be through Queen, break free. You know, she's on a mission to be free or die, because she's over it. So there's a selfish essence to her, and it makes her prerogative very personal. Versus like in this one, she's on a path of redemption. So she wants to be very present in trying to do good.
Go.
I think that Gamora is realizing that Nebula's strength and power they're much more greater. They're just greater than hers. So she wants to be able to inspire Nebula to not put bad feelings into what's already hers, which is her power, because then that's a Molotov cocktail. It's a really dangerous weapon there. And I think that Gamora is the one that kind of senses it, and it's your job as an older sibling to do that. And yeah, I think making peace with my sister is a part of the redemption. She's the only family member I'll ever know. There's no one other like me. Thanos made sure that he wiped that. So if Nebula's all I have, then she's worth the sacrifice, you know, and the work and the pain. I feel like that's where Gamora is at when it comes to her and her sister.
I know. It almost hit me.
欢迎回到电影娱乐报。被誉为是2017年最强英雄电影的《星际异攻队》第2集，除了以舞曲大帝国2为背景揭开星爵的身世之外，旧敌也会变成新盟友，另外还有多位新角色曝光。但是最吸睛的莫过于是萌翻天的小格鲁特。 他和火箭浣熊的无厘头互动绝对是片中的一大亮点。而小格鲁特这个角色，居然呢是交由冯迪索来配音，实在是让人相当期待。我们就一起来看看这群超级英雄幽默搞笑的一面吧。
Hope you're ready. It'll be here any minute. Is that a rifle?
You don't know what a rifle looks like?
It's just swords were your thing and guns were mine. But I guess we're both doing guns now. I just didn't know that.
Well, that's intense.
I see it within you. Fear, jealousy, betrayal. It is our duty to cleanse the universe of this weakness.
You know, they told me you people were conceited douchebags, but that isn't true at all.
Dude!
I'm using my wrong eye.
Groot, put your seatbelt on!
So we're saving the galaxy again?
Yep.
Awesome! We're really gonna be able to jack up our pricing for two-time galaxy savers.
Yes!
Die, spaceship!
Sometimes the thing you're searching for your whole life, it's right there by your side all along.
You're right.
All you do is yell at each other. You're not friends.
No, we're family. Except maybe her.
After all these years, I've found you.
And who the hell are you?
I'm your dad, Peter.
James Gunn is just a mad genius. He goes that extra step that you don't think someone would normally get away with, a filmmaker would get away with, or a writer would get away with. And he just goes one extra note, and it works. I am Groot. I am Groot. I loved the gentle giant aspect of Groot. I loved how enigmatic the character is. He's been labeled the most interesting character in the Marvel Universe in some ways because he's so unique and so different. I loved the connection to Earth and the connection to nature, and that this character is a vassal of nature.
Who do you think you are?
I am Groot. I am Groot.
They were not looking at you funny.
That's what's so endearing about their relationship. I think the Rocket Groot relationship is one of the best combos we've seen on film. They're so rich together. And I think Bradley Cooper does such a great job voicing Rocket. I think he is. I think they're all a little protective of Groot now.
I think that we learned from doing the first movie and the first journey, we have a better understanding of who Rocket is, and he's evolved. I mean, also with the technology evolving, I think also the character has evolved, and that's been a fun process to be a part of, because I'm just a small part of Rocket. I mean, so many people go into who Rocket is.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick you! I'm gonna kick you!
Taser face? There's a group right here. Yeah, there's a group everywhere, and so then when he says taser face, yeah!
James is incredibly thoughtful. He's a profound thinker. He's on top of just being a good person and a kind, generous, thoughtful person, spiritually grounded, intellectually superior human being. He's really good at his job. He's fully committed to making this the greatest spectacle film of all time, and we're all committed to that.
This is weird. We've got a sovereign fleet approaching from the rear.
Why would they do that?
Probably because Rocket stole some of their batteries.
Dude!
Right. He didn't steal some of those. I don't know why they're after us. What a mystery this is.
What were you thinking?
Dude, they were really easy to steal.
That's your defense?
Come on! You saw how that high priestess talked down to us.
Now I'm teaching her a lesson.
I didn't realize your motivation was altruism. It's really a shame the Sovereign have mistaken your intentions and are trying to kill us.
Exactly.
I was being sarcastic. Oh, no, you're supposed to use a sarcastic voice. Now I look foolish.
Can we put the big ring on hold until after we survive this massive space battle?
More incoming. Good. I want to kill some guys.
One, go!
What James has done with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is something very unique and very special that continues everything that was unique and special about the first film, but really evolves it and takes it to new, unexpected, surprising places. And James says, look, the first film was a creative risk. We all decided together to do something very different. We have to do that again. And that's what he's done. And I can't wait for people to see it.
A lot of people don't know this, but I do all my own stunts.
Screw you, spaceships! All right, intensity! So we're saving the galaxy again?
Yep. The primary thing with this sequel is really about getting to know the characters in a deeper way. It's really about getting to know Star-Lord and Gamora and Baby Groot.
I am Groot.
No, that's the button that will kill everyone!
Rocket and Drax.
You get to know Drax a little bit more, a lot of the witty dialogue. You just need to find a woman who is pathetic, like you.
And then we have 3 new Guardians. We have Yondu. Nebula's a new Guardian to some extent.
She's gonna team up with the Guardians because they're rooting for the same cause.
And Mantis is a new Guardian.
I am Mantis.
She can sense emotion. So when people allow her to do something, she does it.
You feel sexual, though.
No, I don't.
For her.
No!
I think this is more of a relationship film, and your family doesn't always have to be blood. It can be chosen.
All you do is yell at each other. You're not friends.
No, we're family. Except maybe her.
The first movie was about becoming a family. This movie is about being a family.
I'm your dad, Peter.
I'm down, Benjamin! What's up, Majesty?
依照漫威电影的老习惯，在片尾呢一定都会藏有几个惊喜彩蛋，而这次导演也特别透露，这次呢总共是安排了5个彩蛋，也创下了漫威影史上最多彩蛋的记录，而且呢当中会有2个和后续的故事有关系，所以呢也提醒各位影迷电影没有看到最后，千万不要离开座位哦。最后也预祝大家有一个愉快的周末，未来我们还会有更多新片的介绍，也请大家持续锁定电影娱乐报。我是巧玲，我们下周见喽，拜拜。